Station of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ron Chuckett. Welcome to the program for a Thursday, doubleheader day for you today. It's baseball for you at noon. The Tigers and the Yankees, you're about to see from Yankee Stadium on a day where it probably will rain. And then tonight in prime time, to make up for the lack of a hockey game Monday, it'll be the Buffalo Sabres and Montreal Canadiens from the 3rd of December, 1988. So you get baseball and hockey fans living in harmony like ebony and ivory. So the Yankees have taken over first place in the American League, and the Tigers are one of their closest pursuers, as the Washington Senators finally find that, first place just really isn't for them. The Yankees will go with Fred Sanford. I'm coming, Elizabeth! I'm coming! Meanwhile, Hal Newhauser gets a call for the Tigers. A good one coming up right here, as Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1949. Today from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, it is the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Good afternoon, Buckshot Kid. Nice to have you along. And no, I don't want carrot browsing on. Gotta sneeze. The sneeze attack happened after the intro, while you're staring at the screen, then while I'm trying to talk on camera. Anyway, Fred Sanford on the hill for the Yankees. He is 3-1 with 2 saves and an ERA of 3.86. Fred is 29 years old. He's a fastball pitcher at 89 and a fly ball pitcher, making his 4th start of the year. He last pitched against the Browns on the 22nd. As that guy sneezing. Started the 20th against the Browns and then pitched 2 days later, 2 innings. So his last appearance, where's Grady? Huh? What are you talking about? 2 innings, 1 hit. He walked 2 and struck out 1. So overall, oh yeah, haha. He's watching in the stands. I got it now. I'm a little slow on the uptake. 30 in the 3rd innings, 29 hits, 2 homers, 13 runs, all earned. He's walked 20 and struck out 23. And against the Tigers, 3 relief appearances, an inning and 2/3, a strikeout, a win, and a save. Just doesn't want to come out. So it's his first start against the Tigers. You like the matinee games? Next week will be Monday and Thursday. Normally we do Tuesday and Thursday, but I had to flip an appointment around. So you get a Monday day game, and the hockey game will be a Tuesday night game. Eddie Lake will lead off for the Tigers at 3rd base. Campbell at first will bat second. Vic Wertz in right field will hit 3rd. Hoot Evers will clean up in left. Aaron Robinson will catch and bat 5th. Johnny Groth in center will bat 6th. Don Calloway at 2nd will hit 7th. Johnny Lippin at short will bat 8th. And Hal Newhauser will bat 9th and should throw around 145 pitches give and take. Defensively for the Yankees, Johnny Lindell is a 3 and a 4 in left. Hank Bauer is a 3 and a 5 in center. And when we're with you again for baseball on Monday, Joe DiMaggio will be in center field as we will show his 1949 debut against the Boston Red Sox. Charlie Keller is a 1 and a 4 in right. Billy Johnson is a 3 at third. Phil Rizzuto a 10 at short. Jerry Coleman is a 4 at second. Tommy Henrik is a 3 at first. Wow. Don't know if Brad's watching yet. I don't remember Henrik ever playing first. Yogi Berra a 10 and a 10 behind the plate. And Sanford is a 2 on the mound with a .905 fielding percentage. So with all that out of the way, hopefully the sneezes are done. Eddie Lake steps in at 181. 13 for 72. He has not driven in anybody, nor has he homered. He's hit 5 doubles. Pitch to Lake is a ground ball to Coleman, and that's how this one starts, 1 out. Paul Campbell. Is this Dale Dorman? Yeah, it's Dale Dorman. And I'm not playing your requests, okay? Campbell at 316. 13 doubles, 3 triples, no homers, and 22 RBI. Sanford is ready. And there's a little looper in the right field in front of Keller, and that's a single. So the first hit of the ball game goes to Detroit. And that'll bring up Vic Wertz at 316, 7 homers, and 54 RBI. This is game 66 for the Tigers, and game 64 for the Yankees. So 54 RBI in 66 games is a pretty good total. Runner goes, and Campbell's out. So they tried to steal, and Yogi just threw a bullet down to second, and the tag was put on. So the runner's thrown out, 2 out for Vic Wertz. And a 1-0 count. Pitch to Vic is a fly ball to left field. Lindell will be there and make the catch to retire the side. Tigers get a hit and then have him thrown out trying to steal second. Half an inning down. It's Detroit nothing, the Yankees come into bat. You hear Fred's a junk ball pitcher, huh? Probably. Just as long as he cleans up the yard every once in a while, the city won't mind. Hal Newhauser has won his last 4 decisions. He's 28 years old. He's a fastball pitcher. Prince Hal throws it at 93 and is a standard pitcher. He's made 3 starts against the Yankees, and the Yankees are 1-2 against him. In 19 1/3 innings, he's allowed 18 hits, 9 runs, all earned, walking 6 and striking out 9. Overall, he's 6-5 with a 3.62 ERA. The A's beat him up pretty good on the 16th of June. So he's on well full rest. 3 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and didn't strike out anybody. 109 1/3 innings, 111 hits, 50 runs, 44 earned. He walked 42 and struck out 40. The MVP in the American League in 1944 and 45. Excuse me. An 18-game winner in real life. This will be the lineup he'll face. Jerry Coleman leads off at second base for New York. Phil Rizzuto will bat second and play short. Not his usual thing. Johnny Lindell is in left. He'll bat third. Tommy Henrik at first will clean up. Yogi Berra behind the plate will bat fifth. Johnson at third will hit sixth. Charlie Keller in right will bat seventh. Bauer in center will go eighth. And Sanford, who threw 8 pitches and complained to his Aunt Esther several times, will bat ninth. We'll get to the defense for the Tigers in a minute after I mute the button and take care of some business. They don't let Murphy's Law is in there when you get the sneeze attack just as you're going on the air. And then got to take care of that sneeze attack. So Coleman will lead off at 307, no homers and 20 RBI. Hoot Evers is a 9 and a 6 in left. Johnny Groth is a 7 and a 7 in center. Vic Wirtz is a 7-7 in right. Lake a 3 at third. Lippin a 6 at short. Callaway is a 4 at second. Paul Campbell a 3 at first. Aaron Robinson had is a 6 and a 6 behind the plate, and Newhauser 8 on the mound. As Gardner had a nightmare about me. Coleman at 307, no homers and 20 RBI. And the pitch to Coleman is a ground ball base hit past Callaway's going for 2. And he's in with a double. That was a little more than just a ground ball. That was just kind of a Texas leader that dropped in. And Groth couldn't get there. So Coleman leads off with a double. Here's Rizzuto. 313, 4 homers, and 38 RBI. A screamer to center. Yep, that's what it was. Pitch to Rizzuto is a little looper into right field. That will drop in front of Wirtz. Coleman will score standing, and the Yankees lead 1-0. So that'll bring up Johnny Lindell at 301, 3 homers and 16 RBI. So Rizzuto on first, nobody out. The Yankees have jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Throw to first, Rizzuto back. So Lindell in left field. It's a ground ball base hit left side. So Newhauser hasn't done a heck of a lot to start the game. Rizzuto will hold first and second, nobody out. For Tommy Henrich at 300, he's already at 20 homers and 64 RBI. In case you're wondering, he actually played 52 games at first. Color me shocked. So Lindell, or Heinrich rather, the clutch, will be playing a lot of first base down the stretch, especially now with DiMaggio back next week. So first and second, nobody out. Pitch to Henrich is popped up left field. Evers. And finally, we have an out. Rizzuto will go to third to throw to Lake. Not in time. Said no throw, but there was one. Here's Yogi at 244. 8 homers and 30 RBI. Pitch to Yogi is right back to Newhauser. How about that? So 2 out for Billy Johnson. Billy at 233, 4 homers and 21 RBI. 76 degrees, threatening skies here in the Bronx on a Saturday afternoon in New York City. Pitch to Johnson is a fly ball to left. Evers, well, watch that one go foul. And somebody from New Rochelle has a souvenir. And the count is 0-2. Newhauser deals. In the left center, Groth should get it. He does, and that will retire the side. But the Yankees leave 2 on. They get a run on 3 hits and no errors. How you doing, Silent Shadows? After 1-0 New York. So Hoot Evers, Aaron Robinson, and Johnny Groth here for the Tigers here in the second. Evers at 315, 4 homers, and 40 RBI. You know who I haven't seen this week, outside of Lorenzo, is Elvis Matthews. Mark, I hope you're doing okay. Pitch to Evers is a base hit left field. So that's the second hit for the Tigers. And that brings up Aaron Robinson. Aaron at 282, 4 homers, and 26 RBI. 1-0 Yankees. Jerry Coleman with the game's first run. And there's a fly ball to right. Keller, he's pretty unsteady out there. He'll make the catch. He's got his arm is average, but that one range just isn't strat. It's bad. And again, the winner of the Al Red Sox fan lookalike contest for 1949, Johnny Groth. At 340, 11 homers and 45 RBI. Pitch to Growth is a fly ball to left. Lindell has it for the out. And there's 2 away for Don Callaway. Don at 286. No homers and 14 RBI. Working on a smoothie. The wife made me for lunch, and I still have half a mouthful of coconut. Evers on first. Callaway, ground ball left side in the hole. Evers will scamper to third. And the tying run is on third with 2 out. For Lippin, Johnny at 283, a homer, and 36 RBI. As we said, Sanford was a spot starter for New York. Pitch to Lippin. Walked him. He lost him on a fastball down low on a 3-0 pitch. And that'll bring up Newhauser. That was kind of the intentional walk. Hal really can't hit. 3 for 37 with 2 RBI. Hitting .081. He's walked 6 times. And struck out 7. I thank you. I do appreciate that. The kindness of strangers is how we normally get paid. And Twitch is really set up for video gamers and stuff, not for the sim stuff. But did Fred play for Brooklyn? I don't know if he did or not. Someone can look that up on Baseball Reference. Pitch from Sanford to Newhauser is a line drive, and Bauer is there, and that will retire the side, so the Tigers leave him loaded. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 New York. But, a lot like waitresses or wage staff, it's tips. You can buy bits here and throw me some bits and all that, and under the Patreon, but again, it's, we do it because we love it. Here's Keller. Charlie at 318, 2 homers and 6 RBI. Pitch from Newhauser is a base hit into shallow left field. And Charlie's on with the 4th hit for the Yankees. So here's Bauer. Hank at 220, 2 homers and 18 RBI. Line drive to Lake at third. Made the catch. 1 out. And Lake and Campbell will now play for the bunt. Sanford is not a good bunter. He is 0 for 8 on the replay. Is grounded into a double play and struck out twice. So Casey, I think, is going to swing him here. Throw to first. Keller back. I'd say hit and run, but not with a 3. I don't want to. Pitch to Sanford is a slow roll to Lake. And he goes to Callaway for 1. So I was about to say it was pretty much 6 one way, half dozen the other on the bunt. But instead they get the fielder's choice. Keller took Callaway out on a roll block slide and couldn't make a throw. So it goes 5-4 on the fielder's choice. No attempted sacrifice. And then I'll bring up Coleman. Jerry 1 for 2 with a run scored. Remember, he singled to start the game. Newhauser, his first 9 on 27 pitches. An inning and 2/3 and 4 hits. Pitch to Coleman. There's a ground ball base hit left side. So you'd have thought Newhauser would have been the better pitcher today, but not so. Sanford will hold at second. And that'll bring up Rizzuto, who singled and drove in Coleman. Silent Shadows lost his job a few years ago, messed around with it. It takes a lot of effort to be consistent. You got to like to do it. What did you try to stream, if I might ask? Pitch to Rizzuto is a ground ball to Newhauser over to Campbell, and that will retire the side. So the Yankees threaten to do not score. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the third. It's still 1-0 New York. So another yummy sip of Barry's banana I think she put some mango in it. Greek yogurt, coconut. So Eddie Lake is 0 for 1. Sanford, 33 pitches through his first 9. 2 innings, 3 hits, and a walk. Pitches to Lake, and there's a fly ball shallow left. Lindell comes in, makes the catch, 1 out. Franchise in the show and Madden mostly. Unfortunately, it's all about perfect teams and Diamond Dynasty. Well, you pick the right games to do that with. There's a big following for MLB The Show and for Madden. Much more than for these games. I mean, I've got 7 people showing up watching now. And just one of those difficult things. Please don't DM me during the show. MLB Campbell is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. There's a ground ball, a line drive into right field for the single. And so the Tigers have their 4th hit. Here's Wirtz. He's 0 for 1. So Berra and Sanford try to get together. Pitch to Wirtz is a fly ball to left field. Lindell comes in, makes the catch. Campbell retreats back to first. And there's 2 out for Hoot-Evers, who singled his first time up. 1-0 Yankees top the 3rd. 79 degrees Saturday afternoon here in the middle of June, or late June rather. And watching for the rain, but it hasn't hit yet. Pitch to Evers is a base hit left field rather. Campbell goes to 3rd. So the Tigers have runners on the corners for Aaron Robinson, who is 0 for 1. Aaron, of course, later the clipboard holder for Yogi Berra through most of the 50s. Any thoughts to what season I'll be doing next? I have no idea what I'm doing next. We still have half the 49 season in the World Series to go here. Pitch to Robinson is popped up. Deep center, Bauer is there, and that will retire the side. Tigers don't get any runs. 2 hits, they leave a couple on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 1-0 New York. So Lindell, Henrik, and Berra to face Newhauser, who's not pitched well. He's only thrown 34 pitches, but he's allowed 5 hits. For the DMer, you should be just to be able to chat. It's not a subscription-only chat. Here's Lindell. Johnny singled his first time up. Pitch. There's a liner to left. Evers is there. 1 out. I did, however, forget to shut off the other. If you're watching on your mobile, just reset. And the whatever I was streaming beforehand should be off. So if that's the case, that be it. Just refresh it, because if you do that on the Twitch mobile service, I forgot to hit the button to stop hosting the other streamer. Henrik is 0 for 1. And automatically, if you're watching on the computer or whatever, we'll take it off as soon as I start. There's a fly ball to left. Evers in the corner makes a great catch against the stands. He dove for it on the track and got there. 2 out for Yogi, who was 0 for 1. Pitch to Yogi. There's a fly ball again to left. Evers in that same corner, but not as dramatic, but he'll make the catch. So Newhauser has a relatively easy inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 4. It is. The Yankees 1, the Tigers nothing. So it'll be Groth, Callaway, and Lippin. to face Sanford here in the fourth. Growth is 0 for 1. Ground ball to Henrik, 1 out. Callaway singled, he's 1 for 1. Lippin and Newhauser to follow. Pitch from Sanford is fouled off the mask of Yogi Berra. Ow. Those things were pretty much wrought iron and back in those days, and on a warm day like this in the sunshine, Yogi can't be feeling too good after that. How you doing, DJ John? Good morning to you. Hopefully where you are, you're getting a nice walk in the fresh air. Pitch to Callaway is a fly ball to right center. Bauer is there. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 out. For Lippin, Johnny walked his first time up. Pitch. There's a fly ball, right center field. Bauer going back, but will make the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's the Yankees 1, the Tigers nothing. So the standings as we play this Saturday the 25th, the Yankees have a 1.5 lead over the Senators, who've lost 3 straight. Cleveland at 33 and 28 is 4 back, and the Tigers at 35 and 30 are now 4 back. Then the Red Sox are 29 and 35. Montreal says hello. Chicago at 29 and 36. Philadelphia at 28 and 37. And the Brownies at 27 and 38. In the National League, the Cardinals by 1 over the Braves. The Dodgers have dropped 7 to 10. They're now 2 back. Philadelphia 37 and 30. They've lost 8 straight. 3.5 back. Then Pittsburgh and the Giants. The Pirates have won 8 of 10 and 7 in a row. Then Chicago and Cincinnati, who is still 4 and 31 on the road. John is getting a chance to install Strat 2021. Didn't buy it this year. OOTP 22 comes out sometime before the start of the season. That's a pretty coordinated effort because it is the official game of Major League Baseball to get that one done. Billy's 0 for 1. And there's a fly ball, center field. Growth, 1 out. Here's Charlie Keller. He singled his first time up. So John's home today, I take it. Pitch to Charlie is ball 4. So, John, do you do the current season? Actually, there's like 3 different versions of the current season. Or did you buy, was it 56 and 72? I know 72 was one of their retro ones. Keller walked on a full count curve high and away. And that'll bring up Bauer, who's 0 for 1. Hank into left field, Lake. And that will reach the seats. Oh, he got it! He reached in and got it. Wow. So 2 out for Sanford, who's 0 for 1. And there's a ground ball to Lippin. He flips it to Callaway. And that will retire the side. So the Yankees, no runs, no hits. They don't leave a runner on after 4, 1-0. And yet you can't blame me for this one, John. All of them. And I didn't push you to order it. So what was it? It was, what, 56.72 in 2020, right? They're Diamond Gem sets for the computer as well, or are that just all cards and dice? Here's Hal Newhauser. He's 0 for 1. And Sanford got him. An 0-2 fastball on the inside corner. 1 out. So Sanford, 64 pitches through 18 batters, 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Eddie Lake is 0 for 2. This time around, right back to Sanford, over to Henrik for the out. So 2 away for Paul Campbell. who was 2 for 2. He is singled twice. 56-72, imagined and actual. So a 60-game set and a 162-game projection set. No diamond sets for John. So which one were you the most excited about? I imagine as a Dodger fan, that championship and Mookie are pretty good. Pitch to Campbell. Got him! A late called strike 3 on a 1-2 fastball, and that's it. Halfway home, a pitcher's duel here at the stadium. 1-0 New York. So sometimes these in-game recaps read like lists of school closures on the radio, and other times it's short like this. The Yankees got a run in the first. Phil Rizzuto singled home Jerry Coleman to make it 1-0. And the Tigers were able to score on 2 hits and a walk in the second. Absolutely Dodgers. I figured as much. Although no credit living in Giant country, you and Lorenzo share that pain. Because it's only a 60-game season. Yeah, but you had to go through more playoff games to win than anyone else before, right? Or did you get the first round off because you weren't a wild card? I forget. Hal Newhauser, by the way, 5 hits through 4 innings in the run. And Sanford, a 5-hitter through 5. He's walked 1 and struck out 2. 60 pitches for Hal through 18 batters and a walk. Jerry Coleman is singled and doubled. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. And there's a base hit into center field. They've not retired Coleman yet. He's 3 for 3. Silent Shadows asks if they include a 162-game schedule. And I'd imagine in the projected year that it would have been as scheduled. I mean, there certainly was a schedule out for Major League Baseball in 2020. And if you go with the 60-game variety, it's just going to be what they got in. Here's Rizzuto. The Scooter is 1 for 2. He is singled and driven in a run. There's a base hit in the left field, and they will hold Coleman at second. So runners on first and second for Lindell, who's 1 for 2. Johnny has a single, and this time he draws a walk, so the bases are loaded and nobody out. That 3-1 changeup missed in tight for Henrik, who is 0 for 2. So Newhauser in a heap of trouble here in the bottom of the 5th. Coleman on third, Rizzuto on second, Lindell on first. Pitch to Henrik is a ground ball to Newhauser. Goes to the plate, and they get Coleman. So a big out. It goes 1-2 on the card. And that'll bring up Yogi Berra, who's 0 for 2. Yeah, OOTP gave you the option to play the actual 60-game COVID schedule or play the original 162. I'm sure, I don't know what Action PC did. I have the 2020 season, all 16,000 versions of it, but for the teams I follow, it wasn't a great year. Pitch to Berra is a fly ball to shallow left. Evers comes in. Will Rizzuto tag? He will go. No, not with 2 out, he won't. He bluffed. Evers has a good arm. And Rizzuto didn't want to be the third out at the plate. Here's Billy Johnson. He's 0 for 2. And there's a base hit right center field. Rizzuto will score. Lindell will score. Henrik will go into third, and it's 3-0 Detroit. Your Cardinals ran out of offense against the Padres. Here's Charlie Keller. Charlie singled and walked. He's 1 for 1. 3-0 New York. Bottom of the fifth, 2 out. Pitch to Keller as a fly ball to right. Wirtz is there, and that will retire the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Yankees. A big inning for them. We go to the 6th. It is 3-0 New York. So Wirtz, Evers, and Robinson to face Sanford here. And there's a base hit left field. Lindell will pick it up. 6th hit for the Tigers. Here's Hoot Evers. Hoot has singled twice. He's 2 for 2. The pitch into left center field. Bauer will range over, make the catch. Wirtz goes back to first, and there's 1 out. Brings up Aaron Robinson. Aaron is 0 for 2. Aaron does not look like he was the happiest camper in the world to get his picture taken. But the old green seats that were the mainstay of Tiger Stadium pre-70s. Pitch to Robinson is a ground ball to Johnson. Has to run way in for it. And he's just going to eat it. That's an infield hit all the way. That was an excuse me swing. And Johnson just held on. Jamie says he caught the Sens game from last night, a heartbreaker. Yeah. Growth is 0 for 2. In real life, we mentioned this last night. After July 1st, the Senators went 19-69. Think about that. That's just wow. They weren't a bad team the first 3 months of the year. They weren't a good team, but they weren't a bad team. But I think reality is about to give them a cold slap of water. Yeah, imagine that. Last 78 games of the year, and you finish 19-69. Pitch to Growth is a ground ball to Rizzuto. Coleman for 1. The throw to Henrik is in time. And the Yankees turn it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 3-0 New York. So Bauer, Sanford, and Coleman to face Newhauser. Bauer is 0 for 2. And he's now 1 for 3 as he punches that one into right center. He's going to go for 2. The throw to Lippin. No, sir. That's his 3rd double of the year, and the Yankees are already in business here in the 6th. So they play for the bunt, and Sanford's going to give him one. He is 0 for 2. This time he squares, and don't ask me what happened. I have no idea what just happened. Now, there you go. You figured it out. So yeah, if you're on your phone and I forget to shut off what I was streaming beforehand, and that's what you get. So nice to have you along Sports Simulation Network. If the Yankees had a decent lead, the second half will be all down. Yep. And by the way, Monday at noon will be Joe DiMaggio's season debut at Fenway Park against the Red Sox. It's a special. So Sanford went to bunt, but Robinson bobbled the ball, and it's a pass ball. So now he's going to swing. Pitch to Sanford. Ball 4. Where are you from, Sports Sim Network? Here's Coleman. He's 3 for 3. He has singled twice, doubled, and scored. Newhauser, 102 pitches through 27 batters, 5 innings, 9 hits, and he walked 3. I'm in Vermont. So Sports Sim Network is just outside Detroit. There's a Michigan man. Grew up in the UP, right? Fred is as tough as a junkyard dog. Yep. Esther's fanning herself going, go Tigers. Go Tigers. Joe lit it up that entire year. He will miss 2 weeks in September. But at this, which if real life had come in, the Yankees and the Red Sox were in a bulldog fight. But I have a feeling that it won't matter, at least for the Red Sox. Coleman, 3 for 3. Robinson and Newhauser chat. Yeah, DiMaggio was hurt most of the year. Bone spurs, I think. Ground ball to third. Lake will try for 2. Callaway for 1. Campbell for 2. I don't know if they get 2 for the price of 1 here. They do get 2 for the price of 1, so they score, and the Tigers go around the horn. So it's 4-0 New York. But there's 2 out for Rizzuto, who was 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. He singled twice, and there's a line drive to third. Link is there, and that will retire the side. Yankees, however, get a run and a hit, no errors. We go to the 7th, 4-0 New York. Seems to be a lot of Tiger fans who watch this stuff. Mr. Forsberg always loves it when I show off the Tigers. Maybe not today. So Callaway, Lippin, and Newhauser. Don 1 for 2. And there's a fly ball right field. Keller, 1 out. Here's Lippin. He's walked and is 0 for 1. Sanford might go the distance. See what they do with Newhauser. He's on deck. Pitch to Lippin. There's a slow roller to Henrik, and there's 2 out. That'll bring up Newhauser. He's 0 for 2 with the strikeout if he stays in the game. Pitch count-wise, he should. He will stay in the game and hit a slow roller to Johnson. A bang-banger over to first, and Hal is out. Stretch time, 4-0. Now, pardon me as I'm trying to continue to drink my lunch here. Would I say this is the best replay baseball game? I think it depends on what you're looking for in a game. As far as, oh, let you finish that. I've used it the past 3 years, cheaper than Strat and way more sales. What year are you doing a replay of? It certainly is cheaper than Strat. It has all the years available. It's updated every year. There's a lot of pluses to this game. I think it streams well, but I think that there are lots of different mousetraps out here for sure. Replay's a good one, and people still rave about Diamond. Well, 84 is a good one, Mr. Tiger fan. This is my 3rd year that we've done a baseball season on the channel. And we've used Action PC Baseball all 3 years. We did 82 2 years ago, and 78 last year. I'm happy with the results. I think the game plays really well. Johnny Lindell is 1 for 2. Has walked and scored and singled. 1 for 2. This time around, into Wirtz in the right field. Has it for the out. 1 away for Henrik. Tommy is 0 for 3. The sim engine is very strong. Replay is a good game. Doesn't have a lot of seasons, but it's a good game. In APC, yeah. You know, people get on it because it has the closed engine. You know, we have the outcome box listed there under Hal Newhauser. But you play enough of this, you know that that the game is honest. DMB feels like you're at work. What other games you play? Pitch to Henrik, who's 0 for 3. Line drive to Lippin, and there's 2 out. Tigers need a break here. Yogi is 0 for 3. And now it's in the right field. Wirtz will come in and make the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 7, 4-0 New York. So here's Eddie Lake. So Sanford through 27 batters, 98 pitches. 7 innings, 7 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. He's throwing a shutout. Lake is 0 for 3. Strap baseball, but I haven't bought it in a few years. Lots of older seasons to keep you busy. There you go. Pitch to Lake is a base hit left field. So that's the 8th hit for the Tigers. Brings up Paul Campbell, who's 2 for 3. Sanford just over 100 pitches. Berra and Sanford chat. Sanford deals, and there's a fly ball to right. Keller will have that hit the wall. Campbell moves into second. Lake will score. Campbell's digging for 3. No, sir. He's safe. And so for Paul Campbell, that's his 4th triple of the year. And the Tigers are on the board. It's 4-1. Brings up Wirtz, who's 1 for 3. And there's a fly ball to left. Lindell is there. Campbell will tag and score without a throw. There's 1 out, and it's 4-2. The Tigers have made this interesting. And so here's Hoot Evers. He's 2 for 3. Action PC Football does stream well. We've done a couple of replays with that. 2nd and 10 is such a good value, but doesn't have any animation. Jamie says, I believe APC, not to be confused with the banner, thread the needle with good looks and solid baseball sim. Lots of flexibility. Only my opinion. OOTP looks good, but too random. And as you said, DMB is solid, but not as fun to play. I know that Big Clue plays DMB. I've never played Diamond Mind. Never played it. And OOTP is great for fictional stuff. Pitch to Evers, who's 2 for 3. Little looper in the left field. And Aaron Robinson, who's 1 for 3, is now the tying run. Robinson has a single. Sanford deals. And there's a long drive to right, and it's gone. And so Sanford got punched by the Junkyard Bulldog. That's the 5th home run of the year for Robinson, and it's 4-4. And Sanford's tank went from full to empty in a heartbeat. Wow. So Casey goes out to talk to Sanford. The Tiger fans are happy. Yep. Sanford says, I'm good. Yankees bullpen is in good shape. I expect it would be Cuddles Marshall if I gotta go there. It depends on what happens to Growth, who's 0 for 3. He's grounded into a double play. Sanford deals. Ball 4. The thing is with Page is that you'd have to bat him. And I think they're trying to avoid that at all costs. Who calls their... There, we were talking about you. Glad to have you along, Elvis. Who calls their teammate Cuddles? Someone who is a loner in hotel lobbies, from what I understand. So Sanford will face Callaway. Don is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. There's a liner up the middle, and that's a base hit. And Casey has no choice now. He's got to go to the pen. The wheels fell off like Sanford got a hold of a Nash Rambler. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. So Cuddles I mean, wouldn't you want to cuddle him? 24 years old, fastball pitcher at 86. Making his 21st appearance of the year. He went 3 days ago against the Browns. He went 1/3 of an inning, allowed a hit and struck out a batter. Now, wouldn't that be something if he had a son by the name of Lamont? In 19 1/3 innings, Marshall has allowed 23 hits, no homers. He has given up 10 runs all earned. He's walked 14 and struck out 5. And this is going to be kind of a MacGyver ending here for the Yankees. Try to get through on duct tape and bubble gum until they can get past Marshall's spot in the lineup and bring in Joe Page. Lippin is 0 for 2. 1 out. Double play gets the Yankees out of the game, out of the inning. Won't get it because he walked him. Now you got to force it every base, but here's Hal Newhauser. Hal is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And now can't do any worse at the moment than a no decision. Stays in the game. Ground ball to Rizzuto. They're going to turn it. Coleman for 1. Over to Henrik for 2. And it worked. Goodness gracious me. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Tigers score 4. And have tied this game at 4. So it'll be Johnson, Keller, and Bauer. And if anybody should reach, a pinch hitter, and then Joe Page warming in the Yankee pen. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So here's Billy Johnson. Billy 1 for 3 with 2 RBI. Ball 4. So the leadoff runner is on. He's a go-ahead run for Keller, who's 1 for 2. So Newhauser not pitched all that well. He's not struck out anybody in 7 innings. He has still not struck out anybody in 7 innings. That's his 5th walk. That fastball was outside on a 3-1. So here's Bauer. Hank 1 for 3. He has doubled and scored. Robinson and Newhauser converge. Hal throws. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Johnson will hold at third. They get Keller tripped off at second base, and they don't get him. Lippin threw to Callaway, and Keller beat the throw back. And so a cavalcade of bad errors for the Tigers. It won't get a 1 on the scoreboard. But my goodness, they should have had Keller picked. So Cuddles does his job. And who can hit a lefty? Jack Phillips can hit a lefty. Jack at .422. A homer, 6 doubles, and 12 RBI. Nobody out. Tigers infield playing in a 4-4 tie. Johnson on third, Keller on second, Bauer on first. The pitch to Phillips is a slow roar to Lake. He goes to the plate, and they don't get him. Everybody's safe now, and it's 5-4 New York. So Newhauser, 36 batters in, 132 pitches, 7 innings, 10 hits. All 5 runs are earned. Saying only 4 are earned. He has walked 5 and not struck out anybody. Coleman is 3 for 4. The Tiger train indeed has derailed. 2 singles, a double, and a run scored. Here's the pitch to Coleman. There's a ground ball to Lake, and that will roll foul. So the infield is halfway. Count is 2-2. Newhauser was given a second life by the warden and immediately blew the lead, or blew the tie. Pitch to Coleman. There's a ground ball to Lippin. Callaway for 1, and Phillips took him out. So they get the force at second, 6-4. Keller will score. There wasn't even a throw to first. And then I'll bring up Rizzuto, who is 2 for 4. He has singled twice, scored, and driven in a run. And the Yankees will take a 2-run lead at least into the top of the ninth. Pitch to Rizzuto. There's a base hit into left field. Bauer will score. Coleman will hold at second. And Dizzy Trout will come in to pitch. And no, it is not a combination of Dizzy Dean and Mike Trout. Might be Rainbow, though. Dizzy is 1-2 with 3 saves and an ERA of 6.04. He is 34 years old. He's a fastball pitcher and a ground ball pitcher. That fastball tops out at 82. He pitched against the Yankees on Thursday, the 23rd. Went 1 clean inning. So in 28 and a third innings, he's allowed 43 hits, not a home run. 19 runs all earned. He has walked 8 and struck out 3. So Coleman on second, Rizzuto on first for Lindell, who has singled, scored, and walked. This time around, it's into left field. Evers is going to turn, and that one's going to hit the wall. Coleman will score. Rizzuto scores. Lindell's got himself a double. That hit off the auxiliary scoreboard in left center field. The Yankees now lead this one 9-4. I do not manage both teams. I manage the home team unless it's the Red Sox, and then I'll take the Red Sox. Later on in the year, the last couple weeks, if we're in a pennant race, I will take the better team if it's a road team. But generally, it's all home team, and it's as-played lineups, just to be fair for everybody. So the Tigers, who got 4 in the 8th, have given up 5 in the bottom of the inning. And here's Henrik, who's 0 for 4. Pitch to Tommy is a little looper into left field, and it's all falling apart for Detroit. Lindell will hold. This has turned into pinball for New York. Here's Yogi, who's 0 for 4. And there's a fly ball right field. Wirtz will come in, make the catch. Lindell goes back to tag. He'll try it, and the throw goes in the infield, and we got ourselves a trucker score. 10-4, good buddy. Yankees lead. Here's Billy Johnson. Billy is 1 for 3. He has singled, driven in 2, scored and walked. Did not see this one coming. Rubber ducky for sure. Johnson draws a walk. And we've reached the Ronnie at 5 at the haunted house version of the program again, if you're a Tiger fan. By the way, we were with you last night for the Sens and the Indians, and D.B. Cooper 29 is our latest follower. Pitch to Keller is 1 for 2, and that's a base hit. My goodness gracious. Henrik will score. The throw goes into third, and it's 11-4 New York. They have put a touchdown on the Lions here in the 8th. Here's Bauer. Hank is 2 for 4. I believe the Yankees have now batted around. He has singled, doubled, and scored twice. In fact, I know the Yankees have batted around. Pitch to Bauer is a ground ball to Campbell. He'll underhand it to Trout covering, and that's an out. In fact, that's 3 outs. But the Yankees get 7 runs on 5 hits and no errors. We go to the 9th if Joe Page can't hold a 7-run lead. Well, let me tell you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Spec Shea. I'm not going to waste Page at this point. Defensive change here for the Yankees. Yeah, no mercy rule. Cliff Mapes, who's a 3 and a 6, will go into right. Shea, 1-0, with a 4.37 ERA and the Naugatuck Nugget. It sounds like a train, doesn't it? What are you doing today? Well, after work, I'm going to go down to the shore and ride the Naugatuck Nugget. 28 years old, a fastball pitcher at 89 and a flyball pitcher. Making his 16th appearance of the year. Last pitch 2 innings against the Browns on the 22nd. Walked 2. So overall, 35 innings, 39 hits. 3 homers allowed, 28 runs, 17 earned. Wow, that's some bad D behind you. He has walked 36, yikes, and struck out 16. He started against the Tigers on the 9th. 5 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 6 walks. But a no decision. In a lot of old slow-pitch softball leagues, they play 5 runs or 3 outs. The Tigers definitely qualify. I like that, the 5-run rule. Keeps you in the game. Lake is 1 for 4. The Tigers have got to be going, we just tied this thing, didn't we? Dick Wakefield will pinch hit. 170, 2 homers, and 4 RBI. With you tonight for Hockey, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Sabres and Habs from December 3rd, 1988. Ball 4. So, I'll bring up Paul Campbell. Campbell, 3 for 4. Had a triple, 2 singles. Struck out, scored, and drove in a run. Got him! He swings and misses a 1-2 fastball at 90. So that brings up Wirtz, 1 out. Vic is 1 for 4 with an RBI. That hit was a single. To center field, Bauer, 2 out. So next baseball game, Monday at noon. Special time for that, Monday at noon. And we'll have 4 games for you next week. The special being Joe DiMaggio's 1949 debut, and he happens to be visiting his brother in Boston. Do I do any 61 basketball with Action PC? Al, is that I actually have that for replay basketball and love it. 59 years ago, 2 days past, was Wilt's big game, his 100-point game in Hershey. How sweet it was. So I've started a replay in that. It takes me a long time to play Action PC basketball, to the point where it takes I've streamed some if you go to my YouTube channel. Evers is 3 for 4. Last Chance Saloon has singled 3 times and scored once. And he got him, and that's the ball game. Yeah, Lorenzo was doing an ABA replay from the late 60s. Hope he's doing okay. The Yankees end up winning this one in a laugher. You wouldn't have thought that 20 minutes ago. They win this one 11-4. So 11 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Yankees. 4 runs, 12 hits, and no errors for the Tigers. Newhauser falls to 6-6. 7 1/3 for Hal, 11 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned. And he walked 5. That's just bad. Fred Sanford, no decision. 7 1/3 innings, 12 hits, 4 runs all earned. And the homer to Aaron Robinson. Cuddles Marshall. Yeah, you can do Action PC replay hoops with that ABA venture. Yep. They have all the rules. 7 fouls, you can't fall out. And the red, white, and blue ball. Marshall goes to 5-1, and Shea struck out 2 in the 9th. So the Yankees win this one 11-4, and now have a 2-game lead over Washington. Well, I'm afraid to see what the nose here did after all that, but we'll go on camera anyway. Rest of the day in baseball this 25th day of June, 1949. Starts off with the Senators beating the Indians 5-4. Mickey Harris goes to 2-0. Frank Papish falls to 1-2. Sam Dente 4 for 4 with 2 doubles. The A's beat the White Sox 6-4. Fowler goes to 4-5. Serkant falls to 4-4, and Guerra goes to 2-2. Be good, everybody. We'll talk to you tonight for hockey if you're into that. Tell you the Browns beat the Red Sox 5-3. Bill Parnell falls to 5-6. My gosh. Kennedy with a win, he goes to 3-5. Kokos, his 12th of the year, and drives in 3. The Pirates beat the Dodgers 10-9. Murray Dixon goes to 4-5. Martin falls to 2-3. Ralph Kiner, 2 home runs and drives in 3. Reds beat the Phils 10-2. The Fox goes to 6-7. Heinzelman goes to 7-5. Am I reading the right day here? The Giants beat the Cubs 8-1. Monty Kennedy. Yep, the Reds on the win streak. Coming in just as we're going off the air. Rush takes a loss. Houseman 2 for 5 with 2 RBI and 2 triples. And the Cardinals beat the Braves 11-7. Ted Wilkes, he wins when he's not pitching on the stream. Johnny Sane falls to 6-8. Eddie Kasich, his 4th in the year, he goes 3 for 4 and drives in 4. Both the Reds and the Cardinals hit 17 hits in the ball game. Standings, as we leave you, Cardinals by 2 over Boston, 3 over Brooklyn, 4.5 over Philadelphia. In the American League, the Yankees a 1.5 over Washington and 5 over Cleveland and Detroit. Yankees Red Sox, special time, noon Eastern, Monday. We don't normally do day games on a Monday, but we will for this. Hockey tonight, it's the Sabres and the Habs from the Forum in Montreal. I'm Ron Chuckett. Have yourself a great afternoon, everybody. Bye-bye.